Let's play! Whoa! Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new stream of the Great Ace Attorney. With me, as always, is the ever-talented...
Oh, skinny mini, that was nice.
I gotta tell the truth sometimes.
Aw.
I mean, come on now. Yeah, well, let's be honest here. I mean, you know you're a damn great actress. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh. What? Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I burped.
Oh.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Of course, no problem whatsoever. But, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into episode 2 of the Great Ace Attorney. And before we get going here, just want to go ahead and re-emphasize here that we will not really be communicating or replying to chat as we go through this because we want this to go as smoothly as possible. But once again, the major and common sense things still apply. This is a blind playthrough for both of us. Dear God, do not give us any hints, tips, foreshadowing, how long the case is going to be. Anything that's going to put in our heads how to, like, figure out things in a game. Please don't do that. But,
Please and thank you.
oh yes, please and thank you. I said it a kind of more of a dickish way. Danny said it a more proper way. But there you go. Now, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Select episode.
Oh shoot! Wait.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no. I'm ready now.
Okay. On to episode 2. The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band. That's a name. Beginning? I think so. Yes.
Yes.
The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
We're going on a ship.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, ship.
Oh.
狭い部屋の片隅、深い闇の中でホームズと私は息を潜めて待っていた。やがて通気口からシューシューと低くうなるような音が聞こえてきた。その瞬間、突然ホームズが飛び出して闇の一点をステッキで鋭く打ち据えた。見たかワトソン。ホームズの張り詰めた声が空気を震わす。私がランプの遮光板を上げると部屋の情景がぼんやり浮かび上がった。ホームズは部屋の隅を睨みつけて私に向かってつぶやくように言った。被害者が死の間際に言い残したまだらの紐という謎の言葉、その恐ろしい正体こそがこいつだったのだよワトソン。そこには巨大な毒蛇が牙をむき威嚇するようにとぐろを巻いていた。それは世にも恐ろしいまだらの紐だった。
Wait, so the snake is a speckled band?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Seems like it.
Alrighty. Well, here we are. This is January 9th. Say, oh, okay. Let's just keep going.
SS Alcare? Oh.
Oh, is this Animu?
それでは謎解きを始めるとしようか。この奇怪なる殺人事件、その真相をね。失礼。犯行時、扉は内側から缶抜きがかかっていた。缶抜きに細工された痕跡はない。犯行の際、この現場は完全な密室状態だったわけだ。被害者は死の間際にメッセージを残したようだ。ここに落ちているインクを使って書いたと考えられる。ロシア語。どうやら被害者はロシア人ということか。文字に全く乱れは感じられない。被害者は相当意志が強かったのだろう。見たことのない妙な文字だな。筆跡はこのメッセージとは明らかに違う。いや、これはむしろ人種が違うと断言してもいいかもしれない。
He's packing heat.
Oh. What the hell?
Oh, never mind.
札を貼ったのは犯行時間の直前。被害者自身だったようだな。ほう。これは。
一体貴様は何なんだ。好き勝手しやがって。
そうです。海洋警察が到着するまで現場に手を触れず待つべきだ。
その必要はない。どうやら今から5秒以内に諸君を犯人に紹介できそう。
バカを言うな。殺人現場だぞ。しかも奇怪な密室殺人だ。
それでは密室の謎、その封印を解くとしましょうか。
まさかその中に犯人が。
一体君は何者なのだ。僕は大英帝国が誇る世界の名探偵なのです。シャーロック・ホームズ。もしかして知らないとか。
Alrighty. So I gotta admit, I like the idea of a steampunk Sherlock Holmes.
Yes. Yes.
That is
yes.
really awesome.
I love this. Oh my god.
Okay, I just thought of something. If the investigation portions include him, and if he ends up being like the Emma of this game, oh, that's gonna be great.
I think he is, because of the stuff that he was using. Most likely we might be using it.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That's gonna be really fun if that's the case. I forgot to set my timer. Oops. Well, it's all good. Ugh, my head is pounding. What's going on? The room seems strangely noisy.
Uh-oh.
Huh? I can't move.
What the?
Naruhodo, man. I didn't know you were into that kinky stuff.
Son of a biscuit. I knew it.
What you doing? Whoa! What is this? Aren't these handcuffs? You can go ahead and do this. I don't know who it is.
So you're finally awake. Oh.
Sure, you know, why not? To give you a character to voice, why not?
I can't do guy voices.
Oh, no, I'll take care of it, so it's all good.
No, it's fine. I don't mind. It's just like, oh boy. Even after we violently dragged you out from that wardrobe, you still refuse to wake up. You've got some damn guts.
Oh!
Wait, was he in the cupboard when they opened the door?
I guess so.
Forget, did we get accused of murder again?
Why do I feel like this is gonna be like a running thing in this whole game? Guess I got caught after all.
That's right. Looks like you understand the situation, you damned criminal. All this time, no one suspected that scum like you could have been hiding in that tiny wardrobe.
I'm sorry.
At this point, it'd be best for you to come clean and confess your sins. Unless you're ready to be cast out into the sea through that porthole.
All right, I'll tell you everything.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Then please, answer one question for me.
I recognize that voice.
Susato.
Japanese Maya.
Why in heavens did you take his life?
Susato? Wait, hold on a second. What do you mean, took his life? Wait, where is he? Where? Son of a bitch, I knew it!
I knew it!
What the hell, game? Where's Sasogi?
Ha! There's a limit of how much you can feign ignorance. You murdered him with your own hands. You can't fool us.
Huh?
Kazuma. His corpse was just discovered a short time ago. He was found inside this cabin with the latch shut on the inside.
Soki's corpse.
Oh no. Don't start giving us stupid excuses like, I'm still drowsy, so I forgot.
Soki's dead? That can't be. Then these handcuffs are...
I shall ask you once more. Why? Why did you take Kazuma's life? Please answer me at once!
Ugh. Trust me, guys. If I was home alone and my throat wasn't being a little stupid, I would have screamed all out. But, you know, pretend I screamed. Soki, half a month ago. Should we really be doing something this extreme?
You're being smuggled into an international exchange student's cabin. Quite the thrill, don't you think?
When that Russian sailor brought your carry-on luggage here, I swear I was gonna die. He just threw me onto the floor with all the strength he had. Well, not me, per se, but the trunk I was stuffed in.
Nevertheless, it's surprising. I never expected that you would fit really... I never expected that you would really fit into that trunk so snugly. You're so much more compact than you appear.
Shut up. I seriously thought my spine was going to snap.
There are 50 days until we disembark on the shores of the Great British Empire. It'll be fine. You won't be found as long as you keep yourself in this cabin.
Oh, sailors will definitely rip my head off if they find me.
That's true. All the Russian sailors here are incredibly brawny. That aside, why are we keeping this a secret from your legal assistant? Oh, that's sorry.
That's fine. You're all good. See, that's what happens is, like, sometimes, like, it's hard to notice, like, oh, whose thing it is. We're just weird. Well, that aside, why are we keeping this a secret from your legal assistant?
Legal assistant Mikotoba, you mean?
That girl's on your side, isn't she? An introduction wouldn't hurt. I highly doubt she'd rip my head off, at least.
If she were to find out about you, then you would become an accomplice to us. It'd be better off for the secret to be kept between the two of us.
If you say so.
Now then, it's almost time for the next sailor to take his cleaning patrol. It might be cramped, but go hide in there. Compared to squeezing yourself into that trunk, this should be a breeze.
Jeez. That sailor randomly decides to open the door. It's all over, you know.
Come on, it'll be fine. If you're so worried, why not write "Do not open" on that piece of paper over there?
Huh?
I'll paste it firmly on the wardrobe there for you.
So wait a minute. Susato is his legal assistant now?
I guess.
Or I guess was now, unfortunately.
Was. Oh, I can't believe that. I really liked him.
This is turning into the original Ace Attorney all over again.
Ugh, my heart can't take anymore.
Mia, I miss you still. Since then, it's been half a month. I would never have thought that something like this would happen en route to the Great British Empire.
So these are Russian guys?
These are Russian sailors, apparently.
Sailor. Oh god, I can't. Oh.
Well, you don't have to do a Russian accent. I mean, God knows
What?
I can.
In any case, we drop you off at the next port. Until then, don't you dare try anything funny. You damned murderer.
Murder? Please, hold on a second.
Didn't I tell you already? Confess your crime.
That's not what I was referring to. It's true that I was smuggled onto the ship, but I could never kill someone.
You're the only possible culprit. Just give up and accept your punishment.
Susato. Please, hear me out. Let me tell you what happened.
Very well. There is something I need to ask you about as well.
Sasato's eyes are burning so fiercely. I get the feeling that I won't be waking up from this nightmare. Anyway, I shall listen to what she has to say.
Asogi's death?
Alright. So it's really true? He was murdered? And these handcuffs are because I've been accused. Accused under suspicion of murdering Asogi.
When Kazuma was first discovered, this room was completely locked from the inside.
Locked from the inside?
It would have been impossible to enter the cabin. The door was latched from the inside. In other words, even if the culprit could have gained entry, they could not have escaped.
What?
It follows that it follows that the killer was inside the cabin. It's the only conclusion that makes sense. Would you like to raise any objections?
How could this be? So how on earth did he die?
You just committed the crime this morning, and yet you intend to feign innocence?
Please tell me, I'm begging you!
The cause of death is not yet clear.
So they don't know exactly how he died?
The ship's doctor is investigating, but he isn't adequately trained to perform autopsies. Specific details may have to wait until we reach the next port.
That means the body has no obviously fatal injuries, right?
Yes, that's correct.
I mean, I like myself a locked room mystery.
Oh no! Oh, fuck.
Oh, what'd you do?
I clicked the first one again, sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, I like the idea it's a locked room mystery, and like, because it definitely heightens the suspense and obviously your thinking skills to see like how could it be, you know?
Mhm.
I'm already seeing some contradictions as to like how we could not have done it, but you know,
Yeah.
still.
Aye. And I forgot that the reason why Sherlock Holmes couldn't read the sign on the door because he's British. He doesn't know Japanese.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
But he was speaking Japanese just fine. About the incident. What exactly happened here? Why was Asogi's life taken from him?
I am sure that you know the answer to that.
Huh?
After all, you were here the entire time.
You're right, of course, but...
You would always be up before dawn, ready to greet the morning with his daily training. And I would be waiting for him outside his cabin. However, the usual routine didn't happen today. He never came out of his room.
So by that time, Asogi was already...
I tried knocking on the door, but there was no response. I was worried, so I decided to call for a sailor's help. The door's bolt was no match for the strength of several grown men. It broke open. And when we rushed into the cabin, we found Kazuma lying on the floor.
His body must have been lying where that outline of tape is now. I was in the cabin, but still oblivious to everything that happened. So I must have been asleep inside the wardrobe the whole time.
Allow me to make my stance very clear. I don't believe that sounds plausible.
You think I want to believe that's what happened?
Alright, I've told you everything I know. Now, it's your turn to speak.
Okay, I understand. The back of my head is starting to throb again. So what's interesting is like, well, considering if it was Asogi lying on the floor and there was Russian letters, so maybe Asogi, I would assume, knew Russian.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have theories about that. could all be complete. Listen, I like sharing my theories here, so I'm gonna say this, but please don't nobody
Confirm or deny.
confirm or deny. But what I'm thinking is, I don't think we don't know for sure if Asogi actually knew or understood Russian.
Mm-hmm.
It could very much be that somehow, some way, the body was framed to say that, or whatever the hell it may be. Once again, this is very, 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 very early, thoughts, dear guy. I can't talk. But yes, so that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, let's go ahead and learn more about Stewie.
Stowaway, stowaway, stow. Sorry.
Very good.
To start with, why are you even on board the steamship in the first place? I'm certain I heard something about a stowaway earlier.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right. It's been half a month since we left Japan. I've been hiding in this cabin the entire time.
I wasn't aware. So you sneaked behind Kazuma's back and hid yourself away inside his cabin?
No. It'd be impossible for me to pull off something like that.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Asogi was actually the one who asked me to come along. He wanted us to travel to the Great British Empire together.
Kazuma asked you to do that? Can I ask what his reason was?
That's something that even I'm not sure of.
Even you aren't sure?
Oh, is this the whole thing? He said he wanted to talk to us about something at the end of the last case.
Yes.
Hey, Asogi, tell me why already? Why go this far to take me along to the Great British Empire?
I've been thinking about it for a while now. Ever since the end of that trial. I know you heard me when I said it to you then. You're meant to be an attorney.
Yeah, I remember. But you weren't really being serious, were you?
You've got the talent. I guarantee it. Men's Warehouse.
Nice. Yeah, but I'm also a little confused about something. It's like, why is Naruhodo very, iffy about being an attorney? Wasn't he going to school for being an attorney? Or am I mistaken about something?
I don't think he was going to be an attorney. He may have been doing something else.
Okay, so that's an assumption on my part, because, Kazuma was, but not us per se.
Yeah, I think they were just going to the same school, but I don't think for the same degree.
Gotcha, okay. Well, I don't plan on becoming an attorney, whether you think I'd be good at it or not.
Well, that's something you have to decide for yourself. London is in the vanguard of the modern world. It's a bustling metropolis of culture. There's no harm in seeing that world for yourself, is there?
Of course not. That much goes without saying.
Truth be told, I also have a selfish reason for going through with this. If you were to become an attorney, then someday...
Someday... what?
Never mind. It's nothing.
There was a certain subject that Kazuma often spoke about to me. I want to change Japan's judicial system, he would say. Perhaps he wanted to carry out that mission with you at his side.
Yeah, that might be possible. I'm very curious as to what his true motivations were. While we were talking about that, his eyes, they glowed. They seemed dark in a way that I'd never seen before. I'm really sorry that we didn't tell you about the stowaway situation.
Well, this is Kazuma we're talking about. I'm sure he didn't want me to have anything to do with it, instead of being an accessory to crime.
You were absolutely right. Just as we both expect from Asogi. Alright, let's talk about last night.
Oh, yeah.
It was something.
If you really aren't the culprit, then allow me to ask you a question. What happened in this cabin last night?
Well, I don't really remember. Last night, Silky brought his meal to the cabin, as usual. And after that, I climbed into the wardrobe for the night, as usual. And then I
assume you fell asleep?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that while someone murdered Kazuma, you were sound asleep?
Yes. That's how I remember it. Look, I know how suspicious it sounds, but I swear it's the truth. When I finally did wake up, I found myself in handcuffs. On top of that, for some odd reason, my head has been throbbing.
Huh?
Is something the matter?
No. Everything is fine.
Anyway, you have to believe me. I'm not the real culprit.
Trust me, it's not as if I don't want to believe you, but I can't think of any other way that this crime could have been committed.
I have theories. Why, Asogi? Why'd you have to die like this? You act like it was his damn choice. Ugh, I have to do something.
Do not move a muscle! As the culprit, you are forbidden to leave the scene of your crime.
Not going to accept that. Asogi was murdered and I wasn't able to do a thing to help him. Do you honestly think that I can just sit around here doing nothing?
And just what exactly do you intend to do?
I'll investigate his death from the start to finish, as thoroughly as I can. I'll investigate who killed him. I'll investigate how and why they killed him. So please, excuse me. I just farted. Oh. Did she just flip my ass?
Yep.
What in the world?
That was the Susato toss.
Susato toss? I don't think I've ever heard of this move. Does it require much pee-pee?
Oh my god.
That's a Pokemon joke, in case you guys
I
didn't.
know! I'm proud of you, but also I was like, what? Oh god.
In that case, prove it to me.
Prove what?
If you are truly innocent, then show me your evidence.
But how could I do that?
Have you already forgotten? Not long ago, you were acting as your own defense on trial.
Oh, so that's it. I'll need to present some decisive evidence. I need to get Susato on my side. I'll need to show her evidence. What evidence will prove my innocence? Well, if we get this wrong, then... So...
Oh, because it's a school badge, right?
Yeah, sure, why not? But
Okay.
I believe you mentioned this earlier, if I'm not mistaken, but how the fudge can you open something if it said do not open already on it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the seal was not broken, right?
Right.
So...
Present.
When you discovered me earlier, did you find this stuck on that wardrobe over there by any chance?
Why, yes. I do recall something like that.
You see, whenever I went to sleep, Asogi would always paste this on for me. It was meant to keep the sailors from opening the wardrobe. And, of course, last night was no different.
Now that you mention it, just before we found you, we pulled off that very seal that you speak of.
If I was a criminal, then in order to enact my crime, I would have to torn off the seal as I exited the wardrobe.
Sorry.
You're good.
I was drinking.
Indeed, there would be no other way.
In other words, it would be impossible for me to be Asogi's murderer.
Even when you're down on your back. I can see why Kazuma thought so highly of you.
Susato. If it's alright with you, would you kindly help me up then?
Very well. In light of this new information, I will allow you to investigate the scene as you wish.
Thank you very much. Have I cleared my name then?
No,
What?
not yet. It's still possible that you used some sort of strange sorcery to reattach that seal.
Susato, what kind of person do you think I am?
First of all, let's thoroughly investigate the scene. I will accompany you.
Got it. Let's do this, Susato.
Please, do not misunderstand my intentions. As I said, my doubts are not yet entirely resolved.
What?
To make sure that you do nothing to vandalize the crime scene, I will be observing you closely. Do not dare to use any strange sorcery to get rid of any evidence you might find.
All right.
All right, Rafa.
Oh my god, that's right. That's
Remember?
all she... Oh, no.
Barbed head, I will make sure that you do not take any evidence against my...
Hey, she's doing the voice. I have like an inkling to play that game again.
I know, right?
Oh,
I mean, it's there.
it is. All sorcery aside, my first objective is to begin examining this cabin. Sogi, I hope you're watching. I will avenge you.
Ooh.
Yay, the investigation stuffs.
Examine.
Well, real quick, I'm gonna take a look at the core record just to see what we got.
Do we have anything?
Well, besides our badge and the seal, I just want to see what it says about the seal. It says the seal of Sogi slapped over a wardrobe door. It's unknown if it can be read by any of the Russian sailors. So, interesting. I'm gonna take a look at details of it. The back of it looks kind of interesting.
The back of it?
Yeah, it looks like it could be like maybe those are like
The adhesives?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You want to examine it?
Yeah, I'll examine the top one.
Yeah.
If it matters.
There's a little bit of paste left back on the back of the seal.
It's actually made of cooked rice.
Cooked rice? Really?
Yeah, we mashed up the rice from dinner to make the glue. What a shame.
Shame?
Well, for a stowaway like me, Asogi's leftovers are practically my lifeline. Something as simple as mashed up rice becomes a matter of life and death.
I suppose being a stowaway really is hard work. Well, I have some glue on board with me, so please feel free to use it tonight.
Yes, I'll do that. Thank you very much. All right. I think that was the only thing here. I'm assuming the bottom one does the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank God I can skip it. All right. And I'll examine the front of it too.
Did you write this, Naruhodo? The strokes are so heavy.
That's to show the heaviness of my heart as I stuffed into that wardrobe. If I'd been found, they would have thrown me into the cold winter sea.
I'm sure those Russian sailors wouldn't really have done that.
Well, I guess not.
At most, they would have made you wash dishes in the kitchen until you died.
I think they'd already be pretty horrible in its own right. Alright. So I think that's that. Let's take a look at the people of this case.
Oh yeah. People.
There's Hosogi. I hate the past tense. Had great talent as a lawyer and was my best friend. Lost his life on his way to Britain to be an exchange student. And then Susato was a legal assistant who came to London as an exchange student together with Asogi. Her greatest mixture of the ideal Japanese lady.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Talking, we did all the talking already, so as many of you are familiar with the Ace Attorney series, you know that the game's separated into like two main components. That's the trial part and the investigations part. And the investigations, we can talk to various witnesses or people associated with the case. You can examine the scenes, you can move to different areas, and you can present items to whoever you're talking to. That's that. So, I believe it's time to finally examine.
One second.
Yeah.
Can I run to the restroom real quick?
No, you can't. Of course.
Please.
Take your time.
I'll be right back, real quick.
Yeah, no, of course. But yes, anybody watching this live right now, thank you all so much for being here. Hope you all are enjoying the day and keeping safe out there. Anyone new coming in, just as a reminder, I'm not really cooperating, or I'm not really communicating with chat just so Danny and I can go more smoothly with this game. But I do appreciate you all being here and all the lurkers out there. Thank you all so much for being here. Ion, I hope I'm saying, I think it's an I, maybe an L, I'm not really sure, but welcome. Hope you're having a good day today, but yeah, you're a big fan to play through that you two do. Well, thank you, Ion, really do appreciate it. But yeah, I let people know I'm doing the stream by having the video up on YouTube and my Discord server. So those are the two good ways you'll know that I'll be streaming this game live on Twitch. And eventually these will be up on YouTube.
Okay.
So there's that. All good?
Yes.
All right.
That's what I get for drinking so much water before recording.
Uh-oh. Actually, crap. You came back and you jinxed it because now I'm dropping frames.
Oh no.
You're doing so well. What the hell happened?
I know.
I don't know. I still don't know what the hell is causing those frame drops. Like, I kept looking into it. Everything's fine. There are times I stream and it's nothing. Other times it's like, no, we're just going to act like a Bia to you. It could be because there's just high usage going on around the area. But, hey, that was the first time out of this maybe less than an hour streaming that I dropped some frames. So, whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and start examining, shall we?
Yes. Where would you like to examine?
I don't know. Let's see. So, what I do like about examining is, well, it tells you what you can and cannot examine. And it might do what it did in, like, the other 3DS games, where once you examine something, there's going to be a check mark, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's weird how it's like, I don't know what I want to pick.
So much.
Let's do the body, or like the outline, I should say.
Okay.
Did Sogi write that? Judging by the color, I think this message was written using ink.
When he collapsed, he must have jolted the desk, causing the bottle of ink to fall. Then he dipped his finger in the spilled ink and wrote out his last message. It must have been a terrible way to die. Oh, how heart-wrenching.
Was Sogi trying to leave us a clue as he took his last breaths? I'm so sorry, Osogi. I just can't read this message.
That's probably because these symbols are not written in Japanese.
What in the world? What language are they then?
I'm afraid that I have no clue myself.
I've never seen letters like these before. Where are they from? And what do they mean?
Ah, come to think of it.
What is this, Sato?
Whenever I examine things, I feel as though my visions begin to narrow.
Uh-oh. That can't be a good sign.
I'm sure that you are already aware of this, but you can use the left and right buttons on the bottom screen to look around. let's make sure not to miss a single corner during our investigation.
Yes, you're right. That's exactly what I've been doing. Shh, I haven't. I think my vision just narrowed a bit.
Oh, sweet, check mark.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great.
The inkwell that spilled?
Sure.
Or is it...
It might be a trunk.
Oh,
Well,
the
what-
trunk there?
Well, let's just click on the ink anyway. Maybe we'll just kind of combine it.
Eh.
That's quite a large trunk.
Well, thank you. It's more like a big box of memories for me now.
Memories? I don't quite follow.
Well, to tell you the truth, we used the trunk to transport me aboard during embarkment.
Ah, that explains this warning label. Do not turn upside down.
Yeah, I should have known better and didn't think the sailors would be able to read that. And I was so flipped over and thrown, tossed and flipped over again so many times.
Smuggling a person isn't an easy thing to do, is it?
And yet, it's still 1,000 times better than going up against a Susato toss.
That's cute. There's like some other stuff near the body by his leg.
Like the dagger and the food and things like that.
Well, kinda. It's like...
Or
It
do
looks
you-
like a...
Or you mean that
pink
pink thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Examine, damn you. Oh, do I gotta click examine? Okay, I thought I clicked right in the middle. What's this? It looks like a piece of broken glass. Some small glass objects seems to have been broken in half.
Huh.
It's a quite beautiful color, don't you think? Was it from a netsuke? Like those buttons that men used to hang from their kimonos?
What? Buttons used to hang from their kimonos.
Uh...
Those are balls, Susato.
No!
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. You guys know me. I'm gonna be making some stupid jokes.
I know, but I was like, wait, what?
I think you're right. Wait, did this belong to Asogi? Was he hiding such a lovely piece of art without our knowledge?
Aside from that, there are also some dark brownish red marks on the floor here.
Dark brownish red. That isn't the accurate description, but one problem remains. I don't see anything of the type of coloring that could have made these marks.
Is it poop?
I mean, it could have been. I mean, they God knows what they had for dinner, and they're like, "Uh-oh, I can't make it to the bathroom," and that sucks. Let's take a look at the katana on the right.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
That is Kazuma's katana. He always had it attached at his hip.
The katana is the heart of the Japanese. That was one of Asogi's favorite sayings.
I heard that he persuaded the government to allow him to bring his katana into Britain.
It just goes to show how important it was to him to keep it by his side. Asogi had the spirit of a proud warrior. I have to ensure that it lives on. Okay. What about the dagger underneath?
Yes.
Those are the leftovers from last night's dinner, the roast chicken.
Yes, it was quite delicious. Incidentally, did you happen to eat your meal on the floor?
I'm not a pet dog, you know. I ate my chicken at the dining table like an actual human. Odd, though. When did that chicken bone fall off on the floor?
Oh, but didn't Kazuma hate chicken? I seem to remember as much.
Okay, well, he just got knocked down a bunch of notches on my book. You don't like chicken? He despised it. In fact, he vehemently
Vehemently, yeah.
refused to even touch it last night. Dude, I'm not saying you deserve to die, but
No, wow.
wow. Yeah. It's okay if you don't like chicken. I just won't like you as much.
Wow.
Wow. He refused to even touch it last night. So, being a hungry stowaway, I ate up every last bite of it.
Oh, so that means Kazuma had likely been famished during his final night on Earth, just before he perished. How immensely pitiful.
I suddenly have a stomach ache. Stab after stab of sheer raw guilt. That's interesting. I mean, is that not a dagger right there?
Yeah. Well, it may be a kitchen knife.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Okay. How about the table?
Okay. Hello? Table. Hello? That was weird.
There's absolutely nothing on the dining table. All the eating utensils have fallen onto the floor. This room is a disaster in many ways.
That's odd. When I was asleep last night, the dinner table should have... Huh?
Is something the matter?
For some reason, I can't seem to recall what happened after I finished eating last night.
Looks like I was right all along. You're the one who did this to him.
No, wait! You're wrong! Jeez, lady. The scroll maybe on the right?
Yeah.
Justice is written in bold, unfaltering strokes. It's very reminiscent of Asogi.
These words, put to paper by none other than Kazuma himself. Are you able to look directly upon them and without averting your eyes in shame?
Yes, of course I am! After all, I'm innocent!
In spite of the locked room,
It always comes back to that, huh? I want to save the talking to this guy until later. I want to
Okay.
I want to investigate the room first. I'm weird like that.
No, you're fine.
How about the red frame or whatever's
yeah.
in the back there?
Ooh.
Whoop. The SS All Claire's ship regulations are posted here on the placard. It's something akin to the list of requests from the captain to the passengers. Do not store any dangerous goods, such as weapons or animals, in the cabins. Well, we already violated that. What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I was just thinking, are you more of a weapon or an animal? It just happened to cross my mind for a second.
Either way, you can still mark me off as a forbidden possession, I guess.
Forbidden possession.
Forbidden.
That sounds like a soap opera episode.
Oh, it does. And then, like, when you think about it, a bunch of soap operas have such weird titles.
Mm-hmm.
All My Children. One Life to Live. I don't know any of the NBC or CBS ones.
As the time turns to, I don't know.
Like, Days of Our Lives.
Just a few days.
Like, I don't get it. Like, and what's interesting is, like, these shows still go on. Well, some of them, anyway. And you'd imagine, like, these actors are, like, in, like, literal thousands of episodes because they show up every day besides weekends. You think they'd be, like, super rich.
You would think.
But, yeah, I don't know. And sad that I know some of the soap operas, but it's because I grew up with them with my mother and my sisters when I was a kid.
Aww.
So, and that's why I probably know too much about General Hospital for a guy.
Oh my god, I forgot about General Hospital.
Yeah, all I know is like Jason, or like Steve Burton plays Jason. Sonny and his wife Carly. And they had a son Michael, and Nolan North actually began acting on Port Charles.
Are you serious?
As Dr. Chris Ramsey.
What?
We told him that when we met him. Like, my sister and I were like, yeah, actually, we know you from Port Charles. And he starts laughing. He's like, oh, boy. He's like, I'm sure you guys love that. But then he told us how he got into voice acting. He's like, yeah, the guy who played Kevin on the show, he's the one who got me into voice acting. We're like, what?
What?
So-
Boy, what?
So, I mean, that was cool. I mean, and Nolan North was so damn awesome. So,
Dude, it's
uh,
freaking sick.
sick. Or what do they call him now? Uncle Noli, I think.
Uncle Noli?
Because Retro Replay.
Oh. Uncle Noli.
Anyway, we got off on a huge tangent there.
Yeah. Soap opera tangent.
Soap operas. Let's click on the bookshelf right next to the placard.
Yes. Oh. I gotta forget, I can't double click it.
That's what I keep trying to do, and I'm like, it's not working. These books have all fallen over. Not a single one is left standing.
Is that a statuette of the guardian god of the sea? It's fallen on its side.
It looks like everything on a shelf toppled over like a deck of cards.
Hmm. Do you think, by any chance, that Kazuma knocked all these over when he was practicing his swordsmanship?
No way. I don't think he would do that.
Well then. Did you lose your temper and knock everything down after you woke up?
I wouldn't have left the wardrobe just to do something like that, you know? Something happened to knock all these items loose. But is it related to the case?
What?
Oh, never mind you.
Oh. Anyway, let me put things back as they were. This is going to bother me otherwise.
Don't touch the crime scene!
Alright.
Well, I wonder why that's important, why she even did that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Um,
I'm you know what thought crossed my mind?
what?
What, like, if Asogi's not dead and he's just, like, trying to see if we're good enough to investigate,
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
that'd be amazing. Even though that's not true, because, you know, they don't like to do that.
Unless Capcom's hearing us right now and they do it for their next game.
Do it!
I think I'd get pissed off, though, if that actually happened.
I'm pretty sure they thought of that.
What worries me is, say in a new game, they bring back a character we all love, and then they just get rid of them.
Oh my god,
Like,
yes.
that's what scares everything crap out of me about any new game in the series.
Oh, I hope that doesn't happen.
At the same time, I would love if they somehow incorporated Ace Attorney Investigations into, like, the main thing. Into the main series. Like, I would love to see Kay Faraday.
Yeah, see her all grown up.
The true Yanagarasu.
No,
Oh.
baby girl.
Alright, let's click on the desk on the left.
The desk on the left. Can you hear me okay? I had to move my microphone.
No, you're still good.
Okay, good.
Kazuma must have spent last night reading and writing at his very desk.
His London travel journal. You know what is interesting? 'Cause I forgot that Japanese is not only written, well, you read it from right to left, but it's written from top to bottom, right?
Right.
So that never crossed my mind that their notebook papers or whatever, it wouldn't have lines going horizontal, they'll go vertical.
Yep.
It's
And
a
it
little-
looks so cool.
It's a little insane to me. I love that though. Anyway, left incomplete before he can even make it there.
Apparently the last sentence on the final page was left unfinished.
Does this mean the incident occurred while he was in the middle of writing this entry? Let's read it. It might contain a clue.
Ah!
What's he gonna write? I'm currently being murdered.
You mustn't do that.
Oh.
Even if the owner is lost to us, you can't just read someone else's journal. It's improper.
But for all we know, there might be something important written inside. Alright, fine. I won't read it.
Kazuma,
It's not as if I actually want to go prying through Asogi's personal belongings. but I also know that we need to find as many clues as possible. Alright, so I want to say this screen is taken care of for the time being.
Except for the guy, but...
Yeah, we'll save him for later. Let's check the left. Just very slightly to the left.
There's
a couple things. What do you want to click on?
This hanging scroll thing to the left, the red and yellow thing.
Sure.
I know what this is. It's an apparatus known as a call bell.
It's an apparatus?
Indeed. I've seen them in books about the culture of the Great British Empire. They're used in other countries. You pull the rope to ring the bell, then the servant appears.
When you say it like that, it sounds just like a sorcery. Let's try ringing it.
Yes, let's do it. As part of our research on Western culture, of course.
Ding ding. Oh, hold on real quick.
Oh!
Well, that only lasted 20 minutes before another super frame drop. What? I don't understand what's causing it. Like, there's no settings I've changed whatsoever from one stream to another. Bit rates are always the same.
I think maybe it's just the influx of people that are right now.
It could be. I might have to consider, instead of using, like, I use like the server option, I say it's auto. They say it's recommended because if one server drops, it goes to another one. But I'm wondering if I should use one, like one dedicated one, and maybe that would fix it, but I can't change it during the stream, so. Oh well, that's okay. Where's my game again? Here we go. Alright, you can go ahead.
Okay.
I wonder if nobody came because we're Japanese.
No, don't be silly. I'm sure everyone just has their hands full right now.
Oh.
They really want that call bell to work, huh?
Yeah.
I'm curious about the vent up there.
I believe that's an air duct. It's a sort of hole that keeps the air in the cabin circulating instead of getting stale.
But this seems pretty mysterious.
Mysterious in what way?
This air duct. It obviously leads through the wall into the cabin next door.
Yes, you appear to be right.
But if you want fresh air, wouldn't it be better to have the air duct connect to the outside?
Yes, that makes sense. Maybe it's to avoid having rain blown into the ship if a raging storm approaches.
Huh. Well, maybe that's it. What the hell?
Sir?
Did he just appear like that?
Yeah?
Wait, who is that man? He wasn't here a moment ago. From the looks of it, he's clearly a European. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Over there!
Yeah. You noticed him too, Susato? I'm sorry. The idea just, like, him in that position, it's like, what the hell, dude?
I thought it was a bag fell or something, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that's...
I was like, oh, that's a big pile of yeah, I thought it was like gold, like a bags of gold or something. I mean, that tall gentleman.
Now, this is a surprise. Narahudo, could it be that... you don't know who this gentleman is?
No. I'm not acquainted with any foreign gentleman. He gives off a very strange aura. It's clearly different from all the sailors. I can't tell if he's inspecting Asogi's desk or just playing with it.
Oh, come on then. Let's hear what he has to say.
Am I imagining, or does Sasato's eyes just light up?
Oh, by the way, you may have already realized this, but when you touch a person with a cursor, you can talk with them.
Alright then, let's go talk to that tall gentleman over there.
Right.
You still got one thing to examine, though.
The cupboard.
Eh. It's been half a month since we left Japan. And all this time you've been crammed into that wardrobe?
Can you refrain from saying the word crammed?
Please pardon me. Let's say you enjoyed the voyage from the comfort of your own personal hiding space.
Well, I had to stay hidden since we had no idea when sailors might enter the cabin. Well, that's the reason I was crammed inside a wardrobe for most of the trip. Of course, I was stuck in there all through the night as well.
So because of that, you didn't wake up during the murder?
It hurts so much to think about it. So that's every item we can inspect, yes?
Yes, did you want to talk to the guy, the sailor man?
I do, actually.
Okay. Hello, sir.
I ought to question that sailor who's keeping watch over the crime scene. Excuse me, may I just have a moment of your time?
What do you want?
Did you hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Let's see. How are things going on your side of the investigation?
I've heard that the Japanese don't tell jokes, but it looked like my sources were wrong.
Huh?
The criminal himself telling me to report to him? That's a real funny joke, friend.
This isn't a joke.
He's labeled you as a criminal. I think you'll have trouble getting him to take you seriously.
Well, I'm already talking to him. Might as well try for more information. Was there anything peculiar about last night?
And just why would there be? Now shut up and go sit in the corner or something. This conversation is over.
For some reason, the sailor seemed flustered for just an instant.
Oh?
Alrighty. You know, speaking of the sailor, I don't know if you noticed it, but at the beginning of this case, when it had the anime going on, was it just me, or did one of the sailors look exactly like Hosonaga?
Hosonaga?
Yeah, with the detective who was the waiter.
Oh! Oh shoot, I don't know, I gotta see the... Oh crap.
It was just something I thought of right now. I'm pretty sure... I'd say I was pretty sure it was him, but maybe... I don't know.
I have to go back and watch it, because I don't remember.
Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is, I'm gonna apologize ahead of time, because I can't do accents very well, but we're just gonna have fun with this.
Yes!
Excuse me? Excuse me? Could you spare a moment of your time? Quiet! I'm in the middle of something big.
Maybe we should leave him be.
That's me.
Oh, sorry.
That's weird, because, like, I got confused, too, because I'm like, well, she made the motion, you know?
Yeah.
That's all good.
The frick!
Maybe we should leave him be. I have a feeling that this could turn into trouble fast.
I suppose so, if that's what you think is best.
Ah!
Greetings! Oh god, hold on real quick. I'm gonna go back to the log here. What the hell did you just say?
Sir.
Greetings! I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting.
Eek.
Excuse me? Can I ask what you're doing with Asogi's desk just now? I see. So that's what's going on. Huh? What exactly do you mean? I feel like I'm being heavily scrutinized. It appears that I've uncovered the whole truth of the matter. My flawless reasoning whispers the truth of all things. You've... yes, that's it. You've returned here from Afghanistan, and quite recently at that. What? And on your way to a foreign country, you found yourself facing a predicament. Damn it, Frames, stay steady. At least it only happens for like a couple seconds, and then it goes back to normal. But dear God, is it stupid.
Yeah.
But at the same time, at least what the hell was I gonna say? What the hell was I gonna say about it though? We're making longer videos, so
Yeah.
that's that. Anyway. Excuse me, and I said a statement? A predicament? Well, he's not wrong about that.
How in the world?
How in the world did you come to know all of that? Is that what you mean to ask? Please, take this but rudimentary reasoning. Nothing for me to bother explaining.
Is there perhaps anything else you might know?
Oh, yes, but of course. Countless things. Countless. Take, for example, your true identity of that of a Russian refugee. A most cruel and heartless revolutionary. You've killed 16 people so far, and you plan to go to Britain to blow up the Crystal Tower. However, in order to hide your identity, you murdered that man with a headband. Well, I suppose that just about sums it up. Come now, there's no reason to hide your crimes. You know to be futile. This is sort of a long shot, but were you talking about me just now? Of course I was talking about you. Tell me, what the hell's he doing?
I don't know.
Are you ready to drop some sick beats?
Sir? You're gonna drop it like it's hot?
Tell me, do you see any other Russians capable of assassinating 16 people? I'm definitely not capable of doing that either!
I was right all along. The one who stole Kazuma's life was you, not Ahuro. And on top of that, you're a revolutionary as well. How insolent! How shameless!
Hey now, like I said...
Ah!
Oh!
The time is at hand. Now, what is your defense against these claims?
I give up.
Oh, my apologies. I mean, I did not mean to disgrace you.
No matter how you slice it, there's no way I could be a Russian revolutionary.
I'm so sorry.
And as for you, how could you carelessly fire off so many irresponsible, far-fetched theories? And yet, did I not still speak the truth? On your way to a foreign country, you found yourself facing a predicament. Well, that much is true, yes. See? Now how's that? What do you make of that? If you really want to know what I make of that, it's a fact that this ship is headed to Britain and that I'm cuffed here at the crime scene. That's not really a theory. It goes without saying, as a phrase goes. And so it does. That is precisely the principle of reasoning. Trying to say it goes without saying aloud is unexpectedly and most mysteriously effective. Right. So then, who exactly are you? Ah, yes. I've delayed my introduction long enough. I'm a man known around the globe, the world's greatest and most famous detective. Gumshoe. I mean, yes, I am the famous Sherlock Holmes. A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I knew it! You're the real Holmes in the flesh!
Ah, but of course, I am the Sherlock Holmes in the flesh. Susato, do you happen to know this man?
Of course I do! Everyone in the world knows who the great detective is.
All of a sudden, I feel like I've been cut off from the rest of the world.
In any case, we should listen to what Mr. Holmes has to say.
I gotta
We'll be
say...
sure to find...
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead, go ahead.
We'll be sure to find out the truth to this incident in no time with his help.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. There we go. I was gonna say, the music
Yes.
is awesome.
I like it.
So, well, we've been going on for a little over an hour. Should we take a break now, or do you think we should keep going for a little bit?
Let's take a break.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we will take a break right now. We'll be back in about, like, 5 or so minutes, maybe. And then we will take things from there. So,
Yeah.
see you guys in just a little bit.